What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. If you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. If you desire to leave your job this year and do something more meaningful with real estate while helping people and doing the will of God, we want to show you how to start your own independent living facility. My name is Derrick Forston. Beautiful, who are you?
I am Shay Forston. And again, we make up Forston Consultants, the ILF operators, owners, educators, trademark holders of all things independent living facility. And we are here to break down all of the myths and all of your preconceived notions of how you can take the homeless, the displaced, those with mental health backgrounds and illnesses, from homeless to hopeful, utilizing what we've coined and phrased as the independent living facility model. Again, I am Shay Forston. I not only am a consultant here at Forston Consultants, but I am also a founder of a nonprofit organization by the name of the Angela Denise Foundation, which is a nonprofit, right? Like I said, a 501c3, and we utilize the ILF model as a form or a source of income. And not only does it bring in income into our nonprofit, but it also helps us to advance other programs that the Angela Denise Foundation has implemented in our organization.
And if you just happen to be new to us, we want to greet you guys personally. And we also want to make sure that we give you guys a prompt because tonight we're going to be quick and we're going to treat you guys like family, right? But if you want a more chronological order of what is this independent living facility, and Derrick, how can I leave my job to do this? If you text the phrase more info to the phone number that's scrolling below, and for my people on TikTok, you text it on the screen. But again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. And it's pretty cool that they're actually at their brand new ILF right now, because one of the topics that I'm going to talk about today is the move-in package. Yeah. So if you're completely new to us, you may not know what that is, but I'm gonna let Shay dive into that. But a list that I have with about 4 different things that I want to talk about is the move-in packet. So first of all, if you don't know who we are, and I never like to take that for granted, Shay and I are just simply 2 people that came together and decided that, you know what, we've learned this thing of how to house people, show the love of God through it. Why not teach it to other people? So how many of y'all have ever dreamed of something like this, to where you wanted to help people? You always had the thought to get into real estate, and obviously you probably love God. Why do you think we always say love God, love people, love real estate? And that's simply what Shay and I do. So we trademark something that's called independent living facilities. And that is just simply an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. Right. So these are not group homes. These are not ALFs, which is an assisted living facility. These are not IDDs, intellectually developmental disabled. I usually mess that up, but I think I nailed it. These are none of those things to where you need a license and state oversight. Right there, somebody should be doing the cucaracha right now in your living room.
Not the cucaracha.
No, I just made that word up, but somebody should be dancing, because just like most of y'all, guys, I also wanted to get into this. And I was a social worker that saw a lady making 41 grand a month housing people in rats and roaches. And I'm going to say that again for all my new people. I saw a lady making $41,000 a month housing people in rats and roaches. So I just said, why not me? Meaning get into this, but do it the right way, right?
Yeah, you've got some knees already.
Again, Shay, back over to you, but that is just simply who we are, what we do. And from that tonight, I got about 4 topics that I want to talk about, and the move-in packet is actually one.
Lots, Clara. So yeah, the move-in packet is very important. When we were talking about, the eviction proceedings and how getting people out, what is so important about having information documented in one place so that you can always get back to it. The move-in packet is exactly that. And with Digital Flow Solutions, which is a platform that you get while you're under our coaching or in our coaching, and it's everything that you need to communicate with providers, email campaigns, email marketing, maintaining, constant contact and information with those that you're going to be doing business with, as well as your clients, right? Right before we went live, I used Digital Flow Solutions to send out a mass text message to all of my residents. And it's not like me just creating a group message. They all individually get the text message. They don't know that I sent it to everybody in the house, right? So they just see that they got a message from our system stating that, or our management department stating that there's something that's going to be happening on a specific date. But back to the move-in packet. The move-in packet is imperative because it keeps all of your information, all of the information that you have on file in the system and attached to the client. So prime example, you don't have to go and take them a piece of paper and say, hey, I need you to sign this. And like I give that example yesterday, you're driving down the street, you just want your hair whipping in the wind, and you forgot you had the moving packet on the passenger seat, and all of the pages go flying out the window, right?
Womp, womp, womp.
Or you fill your cup of coffee where they signed, and now you don't have any signature line, or it's stained. So now do it digitally through Digital Flow Solutions, right, Derrick? And now you have it attached to the client. So now whenever you need to find information on that client, it's already embodied in their contact information on the platform. So the move-in packet is imperative because not only does it allows the residents to see what you stand for as a housing provider. You've articulated that, I'm sure, in the assessment or in conversation as you're moving them in. Yeah. But that move-in packet includes things like the rule book, right? Which is telling them what's accepted and what's not. Yeah. Other documents that hold you responsible or keep them accountable for everything that you want them to do, like in regards to cleanliness. It's everything. It's so many documents, Derrick, that I can get tongue-tied trying to explain.
You are getting tongue-tied, actually.
I am. And you would think I don't stutter. Derrick is the one that stutters.
I stutter tremendously, y'all.
I'm like, no, because the move-in packet, I get excited when I talk about how you can digitize everything. And not only digitize it and then have to upload it and do this.
So let's back it up a second, right? Because somebody that may be new to us is saying, well, what is a move-in package?
Right.
So let's back it up for 2 seconds. You've advertised on social media, like we've told you to, that you offer housing. Some social worker saw this, called you, you done an assessment, you decide to move in, Tyrone. But like the old days, and like how you did way back in the day, you just move in people, no paperwork, no nothing. The devil is a liar today. Right. So today, the way things are done, and thank God for Digital Flow Solutions, which is the software system that we use, y'all, that encompasses not only your website, your business phone line, but also this move-in packet that we're talking about. When I first started Second Chance Housing many years ago, y'all, everything I had was on paper, right? So I took the paperwork, I took the lease, I took the release of liability. I took the handbook. Correct. Today, all I need is their email address. And now we just send it in what we now call today a move-in packet. So right now, let's pretend that my one-on-one students or clients that I coach, you didn't know this. So let me tell you, you guys should not be doing manual paperwork. Please and neither should you move in anybody in your place before they sign that paperwork. Y'all know my story. I went through a lawsuit, actually a couple of them. But one of them was also because I wasn't set up the right way with no paperwork, no lease. Wrote my name on the lease instead of the business name. So again, all of this starts with Digital Flow Solutions. First of all, by having a system, Shay, that allows you to do this seamlessly. And now it's all in one place. I love that example that Shay gives about you driving down the road and you just willy-nilly and boom, the papers fly in the car. Or your dog ate it. Like y'all got dogs that eat anything. Your dog ate it.
But just in general,
you waste your morning coffee on it.
Yeah, and a lot of people just aren't organized.
And that's the only copy.
And when you work from home, or you have things all over the place, you forget them in the car, they get all crumpled. And why go through all of that when you can have everything in your system? And that was a big conversation that we had last night about being able to access that information when need be. We had a conversation today with one of our clients that has moved in few people since we last spoken, and Derrick will most likely jump into that and talk about that. But some of the things that we were telling this client is don't communicate all the time from your cell phone, right? Separate you from the business. Let Digital Flow Solutions be the one that does all of the, you know what I'm saying? Let Digital Flow Solutions be your advanced administrative team. Let it be the COO and the CEO and the ones that kick people out and the ones that restore order and maintain order. Right? When they contact you on your phone, your personal line, if that's what you have, that's you and them. You're the face of the in-person thing. You're the in-person person. But those, when it's time to lay down order, when it's time to make things happen, you better do it from that CRM. Yeah, you better do it from the CRM.
That's the whole purpose of it, y'all. Like, why would you have this great CRM and not use it? And Shay said it again, perfect words. You want to separate you from the business.
Yeah.
Why would Shay send a note saying, well, Shay said that the rent due and you ain't paid it yet? The Angela Denise Foundation's accounting department noticed you haven't paid rent.
Right.
And it's coming from this different phone number, this different email address. Not from, this Shay calling me hollering about my rent late. It ain't Shay. It's the Angela Denise Foundation accounting department.
Correct.
How genius is that, you guys? You paid for this software system. Why not use it to its highest ability, Shay?
Full potential.
Most of you guys that aren't new to us know the business Mabel Lynette, our personal accountant. So she's the ILF accountant, and some of y'all are still being served by her. And again, why not hear from an accountant that does what we do?
Yeah.
She's now labeled as the ILF accountant, guys. And again, serves quite a few of us. And she's my personal accountant for all 8 of my businesses.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's going to come from an absolute different angle. And anybody that upgraded to that $47 a month from the DIY, remember, you guys are privy to all of that. So bring all your accounting questions. Make sense, everybody? Shay?
Yeah. So I just wanted to share that because I think a lot of people I think you're as an entrepreneur, it is important that you know what systems and software can do for your business. And how it holds not only the client accountable, but you as the entrepreneur and the business owner accountable. It helps you implement things, safeguards that help you to eliminate or easily go through processes, especially like the eviction process. Like in my CRM, I showed the ladies that I met with, had a beautiful, wonderful meeting today. It was about a 3.5, almost 4-hour meeting. I'm going through digital flow solutions and showing them how they can implement different aspects into their business. Like prime example is signing documents. Don't only just use that for signatures, do that for your eviction notices, right? Do that for your late notices. Upload them, create them one time, send them out.
All in one place again.
Right, send them out. And then you can have them endorse it. If they don't endorse it digitally, print it and mail it, right? Do all of those things that are necessary for that process to take effect. But I do something a little different, and I'll talk about that with your ILF Mastery Blueprint family members. How do you document somebody out of your ILF? Right? I don't talk about that here, and I won't talk about that here tonight. So you'll have to either upgrade to become an ILF Mastery Blueprint member. Talking about hospice. We're going to talk about hospice. How do you navigate a resident that's possibly on hospice?
I'm going through that right now, actually, with a tenant
that.
of mine. So
But ultimately, what I want you to know is that this platform and that conversation that I had with the ladies was amazing, because I showed them that don't just think of the move-in package. What other things can you now implement and get sent out to these individuals through your CRM? And now you can show when you sent it, if they endorsed it, if they're avoiding it. And all of these different things, system. You can be able to say, hey,
again, guys, digitalflowsolutions.net.
Correct.
That's the system that we use that runs every business that we have. So it's our website, it's the CRM, it's the phone, and we don't use MailChimp because DFS has it. Digital Flow Solutions has it, right? DocuSign, we cancel that because Digital Flow Solution has it, right? So all of those things that a lot of you guys pay for externally, you have multiple subscriptions, guys. DFS is an all-in-one platform to run any business. I don't care if you fry chicken, you got a cleaning company, you're a consultant, or you house the homeless, or you flip properties for a living. Whatever you do, guys, Digital Flow Solutions is the absolute cheat code to it. But just to put a pin in this last point, whether you're under my coaching or not, and especially if you're under my coaching, we don't move in nobody without using our move-in packet with the proper documents. Because again, what happens if you move in somebody and they didn't sign that release of liability?
They fall down the steps
and I understand it's exciting. You've been waiting on this day all your life. You get this great coaching and then bam, clients start coming, and then now you do what I call you skip the process. Most people say, well, trust the process. I got one to say, don't skip the process.
Don't skip the process.
Don't be so excited that you forget to do the paperwork to move this person in, to make it what I'm going to call legit. Because God forbid something happen and you move in a dadgum knucklehead and you have to go through the eviction process. At least you got everything in one place. Because if you unorganized like me, most of y'all won't admit it, but guys, I'm unorganized. But with this system I have, y'all will think I'm a genius because it keeps everything in one place. And lucky for me, my wife is real good at the eviction process and paperwork and documentation. She specializes in it. So Shay won't allow me to slip in that. So all y'all take a piece of Shay. All y'all right now, hold your hand up and go and snap a piece of Shay off from that legal standpoint and that documentation. Because if you missed last night's room, how we went through that problem with Miss Linda, oh my God, that was some good coaching.
It was.
Now, back in the day, that was one of those rooms that I would actually erase. That coaching, what Shay was talking about, was so good. That's for my one-on-one people. We usually don't just splatter that on YouTube because there's some great coaching in that once you get into this and everything's all great. But then one day you get that knucklehead that Derrick always talk about, that one day we all gonna get one time. Mm-hmm. We all gonna get that one knucklehead, y'all. And I'll admit, me as a coach, I used to feel sorry for y'all my first few years of coaching. Now it's like, it's kind of like having that son that you know got to go through that one heartbreak to kind of get himself right.
Right. Yeah.
I just know that one client one day got to break your heart. You going to believe in him or her. They're going to seem all great, but boy, they're going to break your heart. And I don't wish that on you. It just happens to most of us.
It's a part of the process.
It's a part of this thing. And that's where a lot of y'all learn stuff. We understand and have all the paperwork and we going to coach you through it because that's a part of the coaching.
Yeah.
The devil is a liar. You go through an eviction by yourself, Shay. That feels lonely. Back on you, Shay.
Yeah. I mean, you said it all. You said it. That is it.
Say, Derrick, it's on me, bro. I'm not putting the work in. The coaching is great. The material is great, but Derrick, if I don't work it, this is baloney. Just like you said, Derrick.
Information without implementation is stagnation.
We got to put that on a t-shirt. Shay, if that's not on a t-shirt in the next 2 weeks on this show, on her chest, I'm going to be mad at Shay. What a t-shirt. What a saying. Information without implementation, meaning all the stuff you did, Pam. And now when we got on the phone this time, y'all, Pam had 1,000 ways of how she was going to fill these beds. Because what y'all don't know and ain't said it yet, Pam got 2 houses. We only really focused on one. But guess what's happening now? Because of all of the groundwork that she's putting in, she going to need another one real soon. Lord have mercy. Pam, I appreciate you as a client. I appreciate you for being honest in front of these people. And for anybody that missed it, Pam, if you ain't afraid to talk it, I want you to speak in the ILF community. Because I want other people to hear this that maybe, because Pam, it's other people too that do this. But what I like about you, Pam, you were honest and you took onus of that thing.
She sure
and you
did.
said, Derrick, this on me, bro. Like, this coaching is great. Without the implementation of it, guys, my coaching is baloney.
Listen.
But it's people like Pam that right now, Pam make me look like a genius now. And it's not because I'm some genius. She just followed the instruction of what's already working. Oh, Lord.
And implemented the information.
Lord. Come on, Shay.
That's all it was. Information, implementation.
We gotta make that shirt, and I gotta have Shay gotta make me another sand, and I gotta wear the other one as we're walking together, because there's gotta be another side to it. So Shay, create another side to that shirt, because what happens after that if you do it Pam's way, the right way? I want that on my shirt. Take some time and think about it. Okay. I'll give it to Tuesday or next week.
Implemented information equals success or something like that.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll work
on it. But
that.
again, man, if you just joined us and you didn't congratulate Pam, I'm going to give you one more opportunity because God watching you too. Can y'all just again, if you did it, now if you did it, this ain't for you. But after hearing what we just said and that Pam didn't give up, she didn't blame the coaching, she didn't make excuses.
She didn't get in her feelings.
She did what we call put her hands to the plow, Shay. And she said, I could tell Derrick was mad at me. But Pam, let me tell you in front of everybody, Pam, it's never that I'm mad. Shay said it. It's that when I see the potential in y'all, and I know God behind it, I know the coaching is 1,000% bulletproof. When I see that your drive is not outweighing your potential, I'm bothered by that. Yeah. It crushes my soul because I know, Pam, remember, all of y'all talked to me on a discovery call and told me what your dreams were.
Yeah.
So when you're not following the direction, all the things you shared with me that ain't none of these people's business that you told me on your first call.
Yep.
Right? This is ministry and God honors that. So take a leap of faith, just like a bunch of these people did. And if you've been here long enough, you heard how we kind of got on Pam. Pam was you 13 days ago. Right. But because she moved now after being shaken up through coaching, because that's what you also need. Right. And you probably know that.
Yeah.
In fact, let's pretend only me and you in the room right now, sis. Would you agree that you could use the one-on-one coaching? And that's for everybody, actually, that's not under my coaching right now. Who else right now that joins us that you're not under our coaching yet? But you say, Derrick, man, I listen to y'all. I can just only imagine. I'm hearing the success stories. I saw your Google reviews. I see you all over the internet. Who else would agree that the one-on-one coaching could possibly change your life? And if you remember, because remember, we real smart. We ain't gonna give me credit. Forget about Derrick.
Correct.
God gets the credit. He just gonna work it through us. Because God ain't gonna jump off of his throne to come down here to help you. He partners with man to allow your dreams to come true.
Yeah.
My name is Derrick Forston. We improved this entire message. And I pray God's speed over your life, your mind, and your body. And that's for everybody, not just her right now. This is everybody. I pray God's speed over your mind so that you have the mind of Christ and an able body to do what God has called you to do. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly
above all you could ever ask, think, or imagine, according to God's power that works in you. So remember, Miss Kamisha, God has power that is working through you and in you. So fear is not an option. Yep. Failure is not an option. And if you do fail, it's not a lifelong failure, right? It's an opportunity to reorganize, reinvest, restabilize yourself and get back out there. Failing is what we do, right? When a baby first learns to walk, they fail at walking. If you want to use that as failure, but that's what they do. They fall down and get right back up. So that's the same thing with business. So don't be afraid to fail. Know that God has you. Forston Consultants has you. And we will see you on Saturday. ILF Mastery Blueprint family and the Upgrade family. We will see y'all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern in our private community where we discuss some things with the business maven. We love y'all and good night.
Good night, everybody.